All right, guys, I want to take a moment to explain what blockchain is all about to you guys. And if you have probably heard about blockchain technology or blockchain, you definitely heard it relating to Bitcoin stuffs or digital currencies. But I believe blockchain is a disruptive technology that can be applied in every single aspect of our socio-economic standards and life. You understand? So, blockchain in this particular era can mean a lot of things based on the industry or the particular place the technology is applied. And since I want to explain this from a financial point of view, I will explain blockchain in the world of finance as a decentralized distributed ledger technology that records and stores the transactions of digital currencies. So in the world of finance, specifically in the crypto world, blockchain is a decentralized distributed ledger technology cryptographically linked to cryptocurrencies to record and keep transactions in the form of blocks. That is, the transactions are piled up. Every single transaction that happens, the blockchain record it and keep it. To a certain limit, it creates a block. And in the end of the block creation, the process of hashing take place. And then the block of transaction will permanently be stored on the blockchain. So like blockchain in the crypto world is like a ledger that keeps record transaction, every single detail about cryptocurrency. Blockchain stores that for us, and because of its decentralization and the kind of security features it comes with, it's a distributed ledger technology. So let's take blockchain, for example, like a corporate Excel. You can refer the blockchain in the world of crypto as a corporate Excel. Let's say a big company, and all the employees have access to this Excel. And what happens is that after every work activity that you have to key in, this Excel is synchronized to every single employee. And so if one single person updates the record, it's synchronized across all the employees, and everyone gets access to the same thing. So it is very difficult for a single person to alter anything on the platform, because we all have access to it, and anyone at all in the company, in the corporate Excel sheet, who have access to it can actually go and check what is going on. So like the way it works, after all the computer nodes connected to each other reaches consensus to accept that, let's say, cryptocurrency transactions are valid to be added to the blockchain, asset blocks, hashing takes place. Hashing is a process of recording transaction in a string of both alphabet and numeric keys to indicate a specific transaction in a sequence. So every single details that happens during a transaction in crypto is recorded, both the previous and the next and afterwards. So basically, a transaction stored with a hash function is impossible to alter, because in order to tamper, forge, or duplicate transactions stored by this hash function, one needs to change all subsequent transactions to be able to alter, which is absolutely impossible. Because let's say the corporate Excel, we have been updating it from Monday to Friday, and you see that every Monday there's an activity that we are supposed to do, and each activity that is done, we key in the Excel sheet, which synchronizes across all employees. And if we have been monitoring from Monday to Friday, and let's say on Thursday someone tried to tamper that information that happens yesterday or even today, it will be very difficult to do that, because if you are trying to alter any kind of information, we all already have it. So if you alter it, it will only show from your place that you did it. You understand? So it is absolutely impossible to alter, tamper it, forge, or duplicate transactions stored by this hash function. And to be able to do that, one needs to change all subsequent transactions to be able to alter that, which is absolutely impossible. A hash is then a string of words recorded as a transaction containing alphabets and numeric keys. So in the cryptocurrency space, cryptocurrencies rely on blockchain to verify transactions. That's going through the hash function to record blocks and finally reach consensus to get verified. For a transaction to get verified permanently on the blockchain, a group of people called miners connected to the nodes will check the transaction validity before it is recorded on the blockchain. So let's take the corporate Excel for example. Just in case a single person updates the ledger, the Excel sheet, it goes across everyone, and then we check to see that yes, the person did his work on Tuesday, Wednesday, and so it is absolutely impossible to alter anything previously or currently, because like the blockchain, before you key in something, we must all accept that yes, you did your work, we verify. So that is how the blockchain works in the cryptocurrency space. Every transaction that happens, there are miners that are awarded some amount of cryptos to validate transaction, and so they make sure that on that ledger everything is correct. So transactions that will happen, because the blockchain and crypto is open source, these miners team up together to provide security for the network, verify transactions, and through that they get incentivized. So that is how new cryptocurrencies come into existence. It is a process called proof of work. So the proof of work, to be able to get rewarded through the proof of work system, you must be connected to the node, join the pool, be part of the network, and whenever a transaction happens, you make sure that you validate the network. It is actually a kind of competition thing, and so immediately a transaction is broadcasted on the blockchain, you verify to make sure that the person who sent it, the Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies, left their wallet and they either received it, and you make sure that you validate the transaction to confirm that the sender sent it and the receiver received it. You understand? So to be able to see transaction on blockchain, one needs to visit particular blockchain explorer. That is where the transaction, subsequent and current transactions are displayed. The blockchain database exists on multiple computers at the same time, like I said, like a corporate Excel. So all value sent through the blockchain is redistributed without duplication. So the blockchain is actually what makes the cryptocurrency space stand out. You understand? So for the first time in history, people can send value on the internet and still avoid double spending. That's the value sent is redistributed instead of the usual way we know, where if someone sends you something on the internet, the person still have a copy, like an email. When you send an email, you still have, when you go to the sent history, you still have, a copy of that. The blockchain doesn't work that way. Once you send it, there's a representation of that you sent it, and you don't have what you sent again. Also, the blockchain network comes with no central management or organization, a system completely decentralized. So this is like a big database which is decentralized. Decentralization means that there's no central governance for the network. So to me, blockchain, in my point of view, is not just a technology. It's a trust machine to disrupt centralized organizations. It's a culture, an emerging technology. It comes with immutability features. That is, blockchain network is not mutable. It cannot be tampered with or altered. So it's 100% protects data and user anonymity. Proof of work, that's everything that happens on the network. So in a case of 100 years later, we can still trace what exactly happened a long time ago. The blockchain comes with a highly encrypted protocol that makes it impossible to hack it because of this proof of work. That's every single transaction that happens is synchronized, it's redistributed across all networks. So it's absolutely impossible to actually alter anything. So with this kind of security feature, it nullifies mutual distrust. It encourages global collaboration of people who have not seen each other before or met before across the world without any centralized management, but just computerized codes. So these people can actually peer-to-peer transact without any middleman. So it creates transparency and avoids corruption absolutely. So a layman who does not understand the technicalities on the blockchain will start understanding something from this point. Actually, it is a complicated technology, but once you understand it, it becomes pretty simple because, like I said, this is just an explanation from the financial point of view. We can apply blockchain in our health sector. We can apply blockchain in our, environmental sector. We can apply blockchain even when it comes to our military system and all that. You understand? So data on the blockchain It's like a synchronized data geographically dispersed across computers, whereas each of the computer represents a node. So therefore, what happens on a single computer is shared throughout other computers instantaneously. Actually, blockchain can mean a lot more than a distributed ledger technology, like I said earlier. It can be applied in industry that affects our socio-economy. Like, to me, it's a tool for reshaping the world to a more decentralized world. You understand? So for a developer, blockchain is a set of protocols for a distributed data encryption. For a finance person, it is a decentralized ledger technology for keeping and recording financial transactions and data. So for internet users, it is the driving force for the next generation on the internet, since it was born on the internet, tested on the internet, applied on the internet, and how it works. It can be considered as such. So if you take a time to analyze the implication of this technology in the near future, you'll understand how incredible each can be in a few years to come. Blockchain at this point means modern technology. You understand? It is a culture, a way of life, a revolution. It is solving almost all world problems we never hoped we could solve, such as double spending, one of the biggest problems the entire globe was facing way back in the 90s when the internet started taking over. It encourages the world to collaborate thanks to the blockchain. The world can collaborate through their computers without having any middleman like banks and all that people getting involved. So that is what the blockchain is all about. And if you find this information resourceful, consider subscribing to my channel so that it will encourage me to hear you more of this kind of content. So until next time, catch you guys. Peace.